toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the Rcfp this year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. This place is roaring and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the ground game. At the 20, he's got space. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Galladay. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Soft spot in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gives him the big stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Godet. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's O'Neal. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Godet. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay up. There he goes. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Flips it out in the flat. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Back back to throw. It's O'Neal. Finds his man. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Yeah, great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Snagged out of the air. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Complete in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Poe. Hard running there. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskers send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. To the air, it's O'Neal. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make
pressure at protecting a lot better moving forward.
Is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Motion from the wide out. Gonna run it. It's Poe.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Max. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Max. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Fullback's got it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
Now, a 4th down.
The Cornhuskers will try to move the sticks on 4th down.
Okay, break. Slide.
Snap it to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Nice job going for it on 4th down. You pick up the 1st. You've got the ball at the 1-yard line. Let's just run the ball again right here.
And the Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They're going to run it. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. It's complete on the right side. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds his man open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking, on the move. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. The Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score TCU 21, Nebraska 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Galladay. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Poe. Good, solid tackle. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll go to the air on third and short. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Rush is on him. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got the tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Hits the crease. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in the second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Galladay. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Across the 45. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On the run, it's Pope. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeps looking downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing at because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Here we go. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Huskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Firing to the right, complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
This time he's got his man. Open space at the 25. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
42, Nebraska, 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Galladay. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Scrambling away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Cornhuskers are on the move. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Poe.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Maddox. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Poe. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it. It's Poe. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Got the quick pass. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He'll set up to throw. He's got him. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Looking to throw. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Inside the 50, the 30, 10, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, the offense rolls the dice. They want 6. They choose not to kick a field goal. They choose to be aggressive, and man, do they make a big mistake. Throw the football, intercepted. Not only that, he takes it all the way back to the house. What a momentum swing in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Galladay. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Finds his big tight end. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Rece Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.